Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Sabretooth Audio proudly brings to you the world famous, undisputed, best podcast in the world, the Ringside Power Hour. I am one of your four very entertaining hosts. That's right, the man who gets more throat than a soft drink, the M to the P, panty dropping SOB himself, the resident Ringside rock star, Hollywood Michael Paul.
Let the church say amen. The congregation is ready and the choir is in place. Ladies and gentlemen, some people call me the mastermind. Some people call me the pastor of podcasting. I am the Reverend. Also, people know me as Everett Hall McNeil.
Hello, Wrestling Universe. This is the Grandmaster of Flash, the Sultan of Swing, the man with the permanent tan, the Suplex Samurai Dale Wynn.
What's up, my mother Jeffers? You know who the fuck I am. Let's get into this weekly review.
Can't do it better than me from last week.
I already
It's the
did.
weekly review.
Let's do this fucking shit.
He's told you time and time, don't.
Let's fucking get on with it. So, Monday Night Raw. What you think?
3.
3?
Oh, man, I thought it was pretty good.
I gave it at least a 3.5 and a 4 or something like that.
Compared to the week before, it was like a 10.
I'm giving it a 4.
I'll give it a 4.
Give you reasons why. Opening a Raw. Shane McMahon, Vince McMahon segment. Now, there's rumors that Shane McMahon forgot his fucking whatever?
Yeah, that's why he didn't really have a promo this week.
Well, still pretty fucking good. Still better than Dolph Ziggler and half the other fucking people on the...
Shane McMahon gave a better promo, gave a better sell of what he could do for the company than almost all of the candidates in this year's presidential elections.
Well, I think if he forgot some of his lines, if there's any truth to it, it's because when he came out, that pop was just phenomenal, Anybody's going to get a little nervous over it.
I think that's very untrue. I think Donald Trump actually is really good at the whole promo gimmick shit. He may be a racist fool, but like when it comes to promos, he's the king.
Donald Trump is an ignorant piece of shit.
I didn't say he wasn't.
Nobody's denying that.
I know that.
He said that he's playing that gimmick very well.
He's playing it very well.
He's playing it very well, but I mean, hey.
Well, let me tell you something, dude. Donald Trump had the worst stunner at WrestleMania 23, brother.
Mike.
Following embracing your Hollywood Hogan fandom.
So,
huh?
I'm not a fan of Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
No, you know this is coming.
But you just did the impersonation of him.
You know this is coming.
You guys have been giving me heat with it all week.
No.
All
Shut
week.
your dumb ass up.
This dude calls himself Hollywood Michael Paul, but he's never been on the West Coast.
You call yourself the Reverend? Well, wait,
He's
you
from
are
Hollywood,
Reverend.
Maryland, down
Hey,
south,
I
brother.
grew up in church my whole life.
Raw, guys. Monday Night Raw. Fucking wrestling fans are listening for that particular reason.
They're listening
Not
for
if
me.
he is wishing that he was Hollywood Hulk
I
Hogan.
hate Hollywood Hulk
Whatever.
Hogan.
Anyway. He's not immortal either.
He's
So
not.
yes, the Shane McMahon opener was pretty good promo, nice little stomp the picture kind of deal. Nice lead up for WrestleMania. So
So wait a minute. So you're saying if you don't say you say your prayers and eat your vitamins, you won't be as big as Hulk Hogan?
I'm saying if you look at Mike,
Man,
and then you look at Hulk Hogan, as bad as Hulk Hogan was
deeply
wrestling,
saddened.
Mike's even worse.
I'm not trying to compare myself to Hulk
Do you
Hogan.
mean
I
steroid
hate
induced?
Hulk Hogan.
I mean, if the vitamins was
I would like to-
PhD or PCD, whatever you want to call it, then yeah, I guess
I would
so.
like to think it was the vitamins and the prayers that got him that big.
was the cocaine.
Well, there's nobody to pray to.
I pray to Everett.
Anyway.
Hold on. Ain't nobody to pray to.
Oh, let's not start this. So we immediately come out from Raw, and then we go into what? Owens versus Neville.
That was a good match.
This was
was
actually
a
a pretty good
great
match.
Good fucking match. The
Great
fans was
match.
fucking loving it. We got a Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn fucking debuted on Raw.
Huge pop.
Huge
Very
pop.
huge.
Fantastic.
Well, I mean, he has been on Raw before when he faced John Cena. He
Yeah,
got a
but
good
can
reaction
he
there.
maintain the pop? Fans are big on popping guys on their first entrance, but given 2 weeks, guess what? Nothing.
So you're focused on more about the sustainability of
Right.
can they
I
carry
mean-
that momentum?
It's true. Look at Neville.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you do have a point there.
even Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens was like, he got such a big pop when he first came, and then later on, the fans just stopped caring.
Now, do you think that'll happen to Finn Balor when he comes up?
Finn Balor's
Hell
never
no.
coming up.
Hell no.
Finn Balor is a AAA guy. Just leave his ass there.
No. Finn Balor is going to be a big star. Triple H is going to keep him
Big
close to his
star.
wing.
Yeah, big star in AAA.
That's not the question. The question is, will the fans stay stout? They wanted Neville. They got Neville. Crickets. I get the booking is terrible, but you still got to back the guys you want to back. Daniel Bryan.
You guys really think Finn Balor's going to make it on the main roster?
I think he is.
He can.
Are you kidding me? He's a AAA All-Star. He ain't a Major League All-Star.
Listen, this guy has what it takes. Now, I will admit, when it comes to promo work, he may not be the best.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Who's the all-time home run leader in the minor leagues?
Me.
It doesn't fucking matter, does it? Thank you. Moving.
It's me, guys.
Finn Balor, come on. What is he, like a $180 soaking wet? With, zero.
But you gave a great example.
He's 190 rip.
You gave a great example with Daniel Bryan.
Is he
it's
Daniel
true.
Bryan?
He's like Daniel Bryan. The fans have been behind him since his Ring of Honor days.
The dude has put on 4 5-star matches with ease. And you're sitting over here discrediting
I wouldn't
him.
go that far.
You're talking one
The
guy.
match he had with
one
Neville?
guy who's made
Some
it.
of the best NXT matches have had Finn Balor in them.
Exactly.
Like I said, you're talking one guy who's made it.
I actually disagree. I don't
Daniel
think
Bryan.
that Finn Balor's put on the best matches in NXT. I think Neville versus Tyson Kidd for the NXT Championship prolongs any of those matches today.
Well, what about Cesaro versus, was it Sami Zayn?
Cesaro versus, but that was when that was like a booking kind of jobber deluxe. That was the underdog beating the fucking, like the giant in an upset. It wasn't like a fucking, all right, let's have a great match here.
Right.
These guys are booked to have great matches. So if you think about it, you're putting Finn Balor in there to have main event matches. So that's what he's supposed to produce. But when you're putting a guy in there that's not supposed to put on a main event match and they're producing great matches, that's a fucking star.
That's what Daniel Bryan did. Daniel Bryan was never the focus of the company until everybody realized, oh my God, look at how good this guy is.
Speaking
Finn
of guys,
Balor's-
But do you think when they bring Finn Balor up, he's going to come up by himself or with the Bullet Club?
you better bring the whole club because he's gonna need it.
I don't know. Let's save that talk for another time. Let's finish this weekly review.
anyway, we had Dolph Ziggler and Stephanie McMahon with a backstage segment.
Stephanie still puts on a better promo than 95% of the guys.
True, but I don't know how far they're going to take this Dolph Ziggler thing.
They do it with
They
him all
tried
the
it.
time.
They tried it with Survivor Series. He outlasted the Authority,
And then they dropped him.
and then they dropped
Hey,
it. So
let's get on to the real highlight of Raw, which was Lana and freaking Brie.
yeah,
Oh my God, that girl was so smoking hot. I was losing. I did not know Lana was that freaking hot, man.
Hey, Lana.
If
you're out there
here we go.
and you're listening,
Jesus
I know that you're
Oh.
engaged to Rusev, but why have a big Bulgarian brute when you can have the big macho Mexican? Oh, I can make your taco taste so good.
So you go on from Hollywood Hogan to Macho Man.
I didn't say macho
Oh my
man.
God.
There's
I
no
don't
gimmick
know.
infringement here.
I do
Macho
not know
Mexican.
What the fuck's wrong with this?
Oh
dude?
yeah.
But
You know what?
At this point, Lana is hot.
And
Oh
she's
my
gonna
God.
get it.
She wouldn't touch you with a 30-foot pole.
I'll touch it with my 30-foot pole.
Doug, when I give you the cue, cut his mic off. Please cut his
Don't
mic
listen
off.
to him.
Please cut his
A
mic
serious
off.
conversation.
You
It's either that or I
Don't
gotta
you
pray for
dare
you.
be sour.
Oh, I'm
Lana
gonna be
might
sour.
Like
I'll be salty
top
too.
2 all-time hots in freaking WWE, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought Trish Stratus was like the greatest. Watching Lana, I was like, whoo.
I mean, look, Lana and the whole Brie Bella feud, I don't kind of get, honestly.
I don't get it, but it's 2 hot chicks about to fight it out, and I love the idea.
I love it too. I like that Lana is coming back and actually being more interpreted into the ring and not just talking. But you got to let her talk still. She still is a manager.
She's playing this bitch role so good though. Like she's adding
Didn't she
insult
do that
to
before?
injury. I'm saying as a wrestler, she's adding insult to injury using Brie's move against her. But do you think she's gonna do well at Mania if she fights Brie there?
Do you know how hot she is? Doesn't really matter.
I don't think anybody's gonna be watching the match.
I mean,
Watching her.
I'm happy for her that she's finally starting to get some spotlight. Past the whole Rusev,
Well,
Dolph
I think they
Ziggler
should keep her with the
train
League of
wreck of a
Nations, man.
storyline. I'm glad she's getting the spotlight and she's getting
But do you think she's
ring
going to
time
get
that she deserves.
the Sable treatment like Sable did with Mark Mero? She outsigned Mark Mero, then she just started to fade out of the.
I mean, we got to wait and see because she's
doesn't-
over. She's always been more over than Rusev.
That doesn't
you want to
bode
make an
well for
argument.
Rusev. That means they will be never get married.
Wouldn't go that far.
Well, hopefully they don't.
Look, Sable dump.
Ain't that something to say?
Sable dumped Mark Mero the minute she found out she was more famous than him
And now she's with Brock Lesnar.
with the real champ.
So I'm not excited for this next segment. Dan Ambrose cutting a promo.
Oh God.
I'll let you guys talk about it because I don't have shit to
What's there
say about it.
It's the same promo over and over again.
Go ahead,
I mean,
Mike.
I'll
Take
give
the
you
floor.
that. I'll give you
Walls,
that. It was the
rinse, and
same
recycle.
promo, but it was a decent promo. He cuts a decent promo.
Man, you get that man a benefit. of the
Okay,
doubt
so
way
talk
too
about
much.
the promo because I have nothing to say about it.
A promo was about how he's going to go to Roadblock, he's going to win, and he's going to go to WrestleMania and defend the title.
So, like I said, the weakest guy in that triple threat match is going to get a title shot, and Brock Lesnar is now relegated to freaking Bray Wyatt. Get the fuck out of here.
If he goes and wins the title and defends it at Mania, he could defend it against Lesnar in that street fight.
Or it could be a fatal four-way.
God damn,
threat.
why would anybody want to see Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar unless you're
don't.
booing the guy to get his ass whipped? I mean, honestly.
But I also don't want to see Roman Reigns neither.
I'd rather see Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar than fucking Dean Ambrose.
Okay, I'd rather see that.
Why
but
Roman
I don't
Reigns?
want to see Roman Reigns versus Triple H.
Because Roman Reigns is more believable. Yes, okay, yeah, he doesn't have any credentials to say he's believable. At least he fits a better mold. What's Dean Ambrose fit? He looks like an average Joe.
He can take an ass whooping.
Though the fact that he's a lunatic. Well, guess what? Brock Lesnar was the fucking original lunatic fringe. So what? So what's your gimmick? You're fucking nuts? Cut your hair, dude. You got fucking bald spots.
Yeah, he's thinning majorly.
Like, seriously, he's not that great. I don't know why people are on his dick.
They
Get the
love
fuck
him.
off
You know
of
what?
it.
Let me give a little bit of a side note here. Now, let's say we're at WrestleMania, because let it be known, people, we are going to go to WrestleMania.
Well, 3/4 of the Ringside Power Hour. Another one of us, I ain't going to say any names, Hollywood Michael Paul bitched out on us.
I didn't bitch out. I had
The
to get
Hollywood
dental
Michael
surgery.
Paul.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's what they
we're
gonna
all
say.
well, I should say 3/4 of us is going to WrestleMania. And I just wanted to know, if you ever met Dean Ambrose in person, what exactly would you say to the brother?
Well, you would be there, egging him on the fight. I'm like, you do.
Like I
Hey,
said,
I like to see it.
I don't hate the dude in person. I mean, I'm just critical of what he's doing. I'm trying to enjoy watching wrestling. I do not enjoy watching him wrestle.
I mean,
I
So
don't enjoy him cutting promos.
this
or
is what I
wrestling.
would say to Dean Ambrose. Not a fucking thing. I don't want your autograph. I don't need to talk to you. There's nothing to say. I'd walk past him.
I tell him I like his girlfriend.
you wouldn't hug it out?
The fuck would I hug him for? I mean, he's not that. I mean, honestly, I don't understand. What's the hype?
He should
Because
be
he
a
punches
mid-carder.
himself and shit?
He should be a mid-carder. He's at best a mid-carder. I don't... I get the fans seem to like him, but I don't understand. I can't figure out why. He's a mid-carder.
He's good. He's good. Don't get me wrong. He's good. He's not
okay.
great. He's not fucking WrestleMania main event great. I'm
Well-
sorry. Whoever thinks that, stop fucking watching wrestling because you're terrible.
Well,
Wait a minute. That's an interesting topic. Who on the roster is WrestleMania main event level?
At this point right now, as old as he is, Chris Jericho. I'm sorry. He's still got a bigger marquee than Dean Ambrose.
At this point,
Brock Lesnar.
At this point, Undertaker.
Even Undertaker versus Triple H.
I feel Undertaker's matches around WrestleMania are always the main event, so I really don't pay attention who the main event
Let me
is.
tell you something. I would rather see AJ Styles
Please, no.
versus... No, I'm dead serious. I would rather have AJ Styles versus Triple H than fucking Dean Ambrose. I'm 100% serious about that.
Honestly, I can't even... I don't think I can go that far. The awful one
You can
versus...
have... You can have...
the
Triple H.
phenomenal one.
It
It
would
was
have
putting on
one.
4 or 5-star
Think
matches.
about...
Easy.
Listen.
You know why TNA's
Jericho's
Like Samurai?
You know why
Because
TNA's going out of
Jericho's in
business?
there?
Because AJ's not there. That's why TNA's
yeah.
going under.
I don't give a fuck
Yeah,
about that.
it's a lot
But
more than that,
we all
right?
know Triple H hates these guys that comes from these other promotions. We all know it.
He does.
His on-screen character, the whole WCW Sting thing, right?
He hates anybody who's not WWE.
It'd be a perfect fucking build. I'm
You know,
sorry.
he did come from WCW, too.
Yeah, but they said he was gonna
AJ
be
Styles
more than
played on a big
mid
in a,
card.
on a big in a big boy fucking field.
He did. He's a main event. I mean, he's been in the main event level. Like, he's not Finn Balor, don't get me wrong. He's actually been to the pros and actually has succeeded.
Speaking of that, we had the League of Nations defeat Dolph Ziggler in a 3-on-1 handicap match.
And this match all came about because of that Stephanie
And-
segment.
It doesn't matter.
Well, I'm glad he lost.
I mean, this is what the League of Nations
That's
getting
something to
booked
say.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I said. Yeah,
I mean it's true.
moving on up.
I have a love-hate relationship with Dolph Ziggler. I've said it numerous of times. I'm not going to get into
Look,
depth with it right this second. Let's go
I
ahead
like
and move
Dolph, and I hate Dolph. He's booked terribly. He has good in-the-ring skills, but he's booked horribly, and he has no mic skills.
So you think Dolph Ziggler's going to be that guy who always
on. The
struggles in the
nostalgia
mid-card?
too. The nostalgia is my main problem. Like, fuck it. Move on.
Anyway, we had Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks defeat Naomi
my future
and
baby
Tamina
mama.
by submission.
Where the fuck is Paige?
Good
Girl,
booking.
You didn't
They
hear me last
actually
week.
won the match, so good booking.
Yeah. And then we had the R-Truth Gold Dust backstage segment, which is the piss break of Raw.
Moving on.
Anyway.
I don't. You guys call it a piss break, but I think it's funny.
It's been entertaining.
I think it's hilarious.
It's reminiscent of the old Booker T stuff.
I don't know where they're going with it. I mean, it's not like I think they're ever going to challenge for tag team championships or anything.
I think it's just a filler to kill time.
Hey,
honestly.
but I like Ron Killings as a performer. I like freaking Gold Dust as a performer. So together, I think they would be a pretty watchable tag team.
To all you listening out there, don't you ever forget the name of Michael.
Look, man, you can't go from Hollywood Hogan.
I can do
to
whatever
Macho
I want.
Man.
I can do what I want when I want.
That's it.
I don't know what the fuck he ate today.
That's it. Damn it.
This is after you bitched out on
Look,
this.
I'm a
That's
super
it.
fluke.
WrestleMania.
I didn't bitch out. I have got to get dental surgery.
Let's talk about something that makes sense.
Yes.
And it's not Mike, so
Obviously, because you must. I don't know what you. What are you? What drugs are you on?
I'm a super kick you.
You ain't good.
he can't even
Don't
pick his
worry.
leg up that damn high. Come
Don't worry,
on.
that's a move
You're the
that
most
everybody in
unathletic.
wrestling has now.
Can you move on?
The most
Let's go.
unathletic.
New Day defeated Y2AJ.
Thank God.
Best match of the freaking
really
And
was.
Jericho made his heel turn.
That heel turn was awesome.
I mean, it's predictable.
I mean,
It
we
was
all knew that
predictable, but it
coming.
was great.
Well, that's terrible for AJ Styles.
It was a great
though.
match. I mean, the
How's that
fucking
terrible for AJ Styles?
Because without Jericho, he can't perform for shit. He's back to the
What?
awful
Are you
one.
kidding me?
AJ is great. Why can't you see
about
I
that?
don't know why you
That's it.
guys.
Hey, yo, Dale. I'm going to go in on this man. Dale, every time for the past
Preach.
6 weeks since AJ Styles' debut, you've had something negative to say about it. This man has put on 4.5 to 5-star matches in TNA, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and every other place he's been at.
I'll give
this
his match
man can
versus
work in the
Kano
ring.
was pretty good.
One
but
person?
not because
Why
of
not
him.
Samoa Joe?
Calm down,
Why
Reverend.
not
Your
Sting?
veins are showing.
Kurt
Why
Angle.
not Kurt Angle?
Kurt
What in
Angle's
the
match
world,
was good
man?
too.
So you gonna say that? Call him the awful one, but then turn around and give him credit?
Did you notice all the wrestlers that you said he had good matches with?
They all work with him. They all know how good he is.
They were all good performers, and they just carried them along, just like Jericho did.
How did they go? How you gonna
AJ can
carry
have a great match with a jobber.
Okay.
He even had good matches
that
with
happen?
Abyss. So
Thank you.
That says a lot.
Suplex Samurai my ass.
Look,
Anyway,
man, it was so good that I don't remember it ever happening.
Well,
Anyway.
AJ Styles is forgettable.
let's talk about the match a little bit. I want to break it down a little bit. This is for Dale. The move that AJ Styles did, the 450 fucking splash off the ropes. I don't know how you're sitting there watching that saying this dude can't wrestle.
I
Phenomenal.
agree that was decent.
preach.
Decent? That
That's
shit was
decent.
fucking great.
Decent.
I mean, like, who else is doing that?
Hey, I have said on here for weeks. Ever since he went to New Japan, he got a lot better. But his a lot better is still not that good.
He was great
Even
in
before,
TNA.
first of
He
all,
was
even
terrible
before,
in TNA.
he was not terrible
He was
in TNA.
TNA.
The only time he was watchable was when he was with Ric Flair.
Woo.
I wouldn't go. He was still watchable. He was
He
still.
was never watchable.
He was
His
putting on
WCW days,
4-star matches with
forgetful.
ease.
His TNA days, except for the Ric Flair thing and the Kurt Angle match.
So his matches with Samoa Joe, Monty Brown. For those of you who don't know, the alpha
Who the
male in
fat submission
TNA,
machine, Samoa Joe.
How about X Division
X Division.
alone? Every guy he wrestled, Christopher Daniels,
Alex Shelley.
Shelley, fucking
Matches with all those guys, and you gonna sit here and tell me with a straight face he was off?
even his Kazarian matches. And don't get me started with that guy.
Christopher Daniels.
I said
Where's he
Christopher
at
Daniels.
now?
I didn't hear you.
I said that in the beginning.
I'm sorry.
By the way, where is Christopher Daniels at now?
Maybe
Somewhere.
ROH.
All right.
Oh yeah, so he's not a main eventer either, right?
What's that guy doing?
Not a big time player. I don't freaking care about these no good freaking wrestlers.
Oh, here you go.
There you go, yo.
Oh my god, Alex Shelley. I actually watched my first Alex Shelley match today, and you know what? It was okay.
Okay.
The Motor City Machine Guns are good, man. I don't understand the hate. Fucking Beer Money was good. The Motor City Machine Guns.
Beer Money was good.
Voodoo Kin Mafia when they were over there. I mean, and for people who don't know who that is, that's Billy Gunn and Road Dogg.
The New Age Outlaw.
But yeah, I mean TNA was good at one time, and
You're right. When Christian
Dixie
Cage
Carter
was
took
champion,
over.
you know who led that? Christian Cage. He came in after they paved that
when
way
Christian
for him.
Cage came in, and then all of a sudden TNA became watchable. When Christian Cage left, yep, back to what it was.
Anyway.
Where
Anyway.
are they at now? by
Good
the way?
tag team match. Yeah, nowhere.
Crickets. That's what I thought. Thank you.
Good tag team match. I love the fact the New Day actually got a win. So I mean, there's not more to say about that.
I love when you guys prove me
Congratulations.
right. By the way,
Ain't nobody proving you
are
right.
you kidding me? Well, like I said, where's
You've been
TNA
so-
now?
TNA is probably worth $20 right now.
You know why? Because AJ Styles led us straight into the fucking ground.
Oh, you need to stop that,
Dixie
man.
Carter. I'll buy TNA for a
Where's
buck.
Samoa
I'll make it
Joe
great.
at now?
You cannot blame one wrestler
Where's
to take
Samoa
down a
Joe at
promotion.
now?
Tell him,
He's in
Reverend.
NXT.
Oh, so
working with some of the best workers.
So he's not
and
in
AJ Styles is on main event.
But he's not on the main roster yet.
He's not so awful. He's on the main roster, isn't he, for AJ Styles?
He's
I'm
so
talking
good
about
they
AJ
didn't send him
Styles.
to TNA. He went straight to the main roster.
Talk about some.
All right,
Because you got
guys.
fans like you guys buying into that crap.
Look. He is pretty fucking good.
No, he's not.
No
He's the
matter
awful one.
if you like him or not.
He's the
Millions
awful
of
one.
people around the world think he's good.
There are guys out there who want to have matches with AJ just because he's that
Billions
good.
of people around the world think there's a God. So should I believe in that too?
Might as well. Fuck it.
Anyway,
2 tears in the bucket. Fuck
Anyway.
it.
Reverend
Take it
gets
to the
holy
stage.
water out.
Anyway, Kalisto defeated Tyler Breeze.
Rey
Yeah, it
Mysterio.
was fucking, I don't know. Tyler, I don't understand Tyler Breeze anymore. And Kalisto's U.S. champion, and I forgot he was.
Well,
So-
the way they're setting up, he's supposed to fight Ryback or some shit.
Can we send Tyler
Fight?
Breeze back to NXT? So I don't.
I
never
mean,
have to
I'm
see him
sorry,
again?
wrestle.
That's one thing me and Dale do agree on. You might as well send it back to NXT.
Well, I don't ever want to see him again.
I don't
so
get
just
why
send him there.
he got put up. Like,
He got put up prematurely, in my opinion.
He was the next Dolph Ziggler.
Well,
Yeah.
look, the next thing on this thing is I really
Oh,
enjoy
shit.
this. Is the Big Boss Man's going to Hall of Fame? I was a big fan of the Big Boss Man.
you know, people probably gonna fucking smite me for this, but I think he can lead his own fucking Hall of Fame. Why is he just a regular inductee?
He should have
I
been
think
a header.
he's top tier class Hall of Fame worthy.
That dude
Why?
came
'Cause he-
in.
Former.
That dude came in at like 300 and some pounds and was moving like a cruiserweight.
Yeah, he was.
Mm-hmm.
He was ultra athletic for a big man, and actually, he
had a
was
great
pretty
gimmick.
good.
Yep.
He was like good on the stick. He was pretty good. He sold a lot.
You about to serve hard time. I'm not trying to do any more gimmicks infringement. I see the looks.
I didn't even have to say it, so that's how you know you're fucked
I
up.
saw your look. You
Now
were
look,
about to say, Mike, shut your dumb ass up.
And I'm
wasn't
about
gonna
to
say
say Doug cut his mic off.
I'm about to say, Reverend, woo.
So
about to do nothing.
Big Boss
Exactly.
makes the Hall of Fame, but
You
another
know
guy's
what,
making the
Reverend?
Hall of Fame too. Stan Hansen, about fucking time. The
Thank
original
goodness.
Lariat guy, who pretty much made the clothesline famous, is just now getting in after like forever. Terry Gordy too.
Yeah.
He's only getting in as a Freebird though. He's not even getting in as himself. He's getting in as a freaking Freebird.
I mean, at
Terry
least
Gordy had a career well before he was with the Freebirds.
At least he's still getting recognition, though.
Yeah.
So you can't really be mad at that. I understand he had a single career, but the Freebirds were very famous, dude.
I know. I love the Freebirds, but
But look at Ric Flair. Ric Flair went in as Ric Flair and
and
the Four Horsemen.
Like
Ric
Ter-
Flair's in a class all by himself.
Right, but I'm giving you an
Well, this is
example.
Ric
Flair we
Ric
talking
Flair
about.
went in as himself and then as a horseman. So why not
I mean,
do the
I
same
agree
here?
with that too. But
But can we say, is that guy even on Ric Flair's level?
Nope.
is anybody on Ric Flair's level?
I'm on Ric Flair's level.
I mean,
Hell no.
honestly, you know, think about it.
You're getting worked up over there.
Like you're saying, I'm not getting worked up.
Not you.
Oh, I say, why would I get worked up over that?
Reverend over
I'm a
here.
fan of both of them. I'm just saying.
Veins are showing?
You said that Ric Flair went in before the Four Horsemen did.
Right.
But is this guy fucking, what is this guy mainly known for? The Freebirds, right?
He's not though. Terry. Okay.
For my generation, he
you
was.
have to understand. Okay, yes, for you guys probably because the WWF didn't exist the way it exists now. None of the way wrestling worked exists the way it is now. It was strictly territorial.
Yeah. I remember the territory.
But-
I mean, I didn't grow up in the territorial
saying-
days, but
This guy was he was good before the Freebirds. He put on great matches. He probably deserved to be in the Hall of Fame just as himself.
Terry Bam Bam Gordy. And you guys remember Jesse from Jesse and Festus? That's his dad.
is it?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that the big dude was Luke Ellis.
Yeah, Festus.
I did not
he lost
fucking
a
know
bunch
that,
of fucking
dude.
weight, yeah.
He looked totally different. That shit's crazy. I did not know that dude was that was Luke Ellis.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't. He just looked fucking retarded.
You don't remember?
I did not
you
know.
don't remember when he came back and CM Punk was like, he was under the influence of drugs and he was calling himself Festus and I saved him.
Oh, well,
He was fucking terrible too. The bell rings and he flips out.
Yeah.
But yet he still stands there nice peacefully to get tagged. All right, anyway, Raw review. Let's go.
Curtis Axel with the Social Outcast.
Oh God, please no! Don't do it to me.
Ryback.
Defeated the brick wall that's being thrown around the ring known as
So,
Ryback.
Look,
Should I
it's two
stand in
of my
front of him to
least
get the
favorite
picture?
guys: Ryback
said
and
what?
Curtis Axel.
Well, I hate the Social Outcast. I've done said it. I don't fucking know how they're getting on television, but at least they defeated somebody that I hate even more,
Ryback.
Ryback.
Or Goldberg or Stone
But
Cold.
I would like
whatever
to
he
say
is.
this: they didn't acknowledge Ryback, not even once.
They want you to forget about it. That's why.
Yeah, I can't see how that would be something.
Can't
to be
forget
memorable.
history. Sorry. But fuck it. Let's move on because that was trash.
Anyway, we had Dean Ambrose defeat Bray Wyatt by DQ. Triple H comes out, stared down with Wyatt.
See, look, I thought the WWE missed a good opportunity right there. Right there, they could have established Bray Wyatt as like a main event type level guy as a major heel if he would have attacked Triple H right there. He had all the Wyatt family there. They could have turned on both of them and beat the shit out of both of them. They should have. They had a chance right there to do something.
He made it known that he wants a title match.
That's what I'm saying. Why didn't he go after Triple H right there?
They're probably saving that for later in 2016. You can't just.
You want Triple H to wrestle
Why
again?
give us taste of it now and then?
Wait a minute. Isn't WrestleMania the biggest show of the year?
But you need something for after WrestleMania. You get what I'm saying? You can't just throw everything. You
Wait a
can't
minute.
just take everything and just throw it out the
Why not? Does
the wall,
anybody
hoping
really
it
watch
sticks.
after WrestleMania anyway for like the first
If
3
you
months?
if you give the fans something to watch, they'll sit there and watch.
Yeah, but you're giving this to us now. You're giving us signs of it. Who's to say some of the fans, forget about it in the next few
Well, I hate to
months?
tell you, but the casual fan is going after WrestleMania, and
Right.
that's the guys you want to try to suck in.
It's true.
I mean, I know you hardcore fans, like we're all hardcore fans, that's why we talk about it. But for the casual fan,
Think about the fan that grew up watching Stone Cold and The Rock and Chris Jericho and Kurt Angle and DX. Think about them guys that said fuck wrestling after that,
yeah, which is a lot for
who
my
come in and
generation.
watch WrestleMania.
Yeah.
How are you going to draw them in with fucking Dean Ambrose? Like, I'm not getting started with that, but yeah,
Oh, here
he's
you
right.
go.
You're trying to draw in attention, so why not put your guys that are more over in the spotlight and put your main event to where a guy that can watch MMA and say, "Oh fuck, Brock Lesnar's a champion. Let's all start watching that. Let's go watch Extreme Rules because Brock Lesnar is on the main event."
You know what they need to do to bring the casual fan back in the Raw is to take it back down to 2 hours.
Maybe not.
I think it should go back 2 hours.
I think
Like,
I
3
think
hours
what
is too
really is going to
long.
bring a crowd in is if you do great storytelling and booking. That's what they need to
Well, of
focus on.
course, it's
if
great
anything else.
stories, but it's also character.
That's another thing too.
You got to have
can't
the character. Like everybody. Okay, everybody in the generation that say 30 and 30 to 40. We all grew up with the Attitude Era, right? We all loved it. We're all nostalgia about
I'll
it.
say 25 to 40.
Now, think about this. After the Stone Cold and The Rock left, do you know almost all them fans left with it? Mm-hmm. If you want to bring people back in, give them everything you got at WrestleMania, because WrestleMania is the one thing that a lot of people will still watch. It's kind of because it's kind of ingrained in us like the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they'll watch it. They'll go, "Well, you know what? This is kind of interesting. Let me give it another chance."
That's what happened with me. It took forever for me to get back into watching wrestling.
But he's right. I mean, character development is terrible. Every heel now wears a suit. Every fucking one. I'll challenge you guys to tell me right now who's a heel and don't wear a suit.
Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family.
Are
I
they
mean,
heels?
like champion heel. Like fucking. Other than I know Kevin Owens don't, but if he was to like become WWE champion, I guarantee he wears a suit.
New
Seth
Day don't
Rollins
wear
did
heels.
They're not heel. I don't give a fuck if people consider them heels or not. They're not heels.
They've been over since like day one.
Okay, that actually brings me into a question that I read an article by Lance Storm. You guys remember who Lance Storm is, right?
Of course.
Okay. He wrote an article about how the WWE for the last 20 years has pretty much made themselves the villain to the fans.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Okay. So is it we're so trained to hate everything that WWE does? Is that the reason why people like Roman Reigns are so hated? Is it really because his talent is bad, or is it because we've been conditioned for 20 years that they hate everything that WWE tries to promote?
I think
That's a tough one. That's picking your brain, because if you think about John Cena, who is fucking, in my opinion, exceptionally great.
Right. He's hated because why? Because the WWE put him over. But is it more because you were conditioned to hate everything the WWE wants to put out there? Everything Vince and Stephanie and all them put WWE behind, you're trained to not like. Is that what happened?
Look at
with
me and
Cena?
Dean Ambrose.
Is that Cena? Is that Roman Reigns? Is that Ambrose? Is that everybody?
you can't make that case for everybody because it depends on a lot of variables. I think you have to look at it how they're booked. I think of people when you look at how
I
Roman Reigns
understand,
is
but
booked.
if you already had the bias in your head going in, it really doesn't matter what they do. It's not going to change your bias towards it.
I get what you're saying. Like when Roman Reigns was the Shield, people loved him, and then when they started trying to push him, people were just like,
See what
"I
I'm
hate this
saying?
guy."
I liked him in the Shield.
Right. You're conditioned.
he was great in the Shield, but when they tried to shove, here's the problem: when they tried to shove Roman Reigns down our throats, that is when people revolted.
Okay. They shoved Stone Cold down our throats. We loved it. They shoved The Rock down our throats. We loved it.
I wouldn't say they shoved the Rock
Well,
down.
Yes, they did.
It's the answer that, like you said, the WWE built us to hate them.
right.
that started with Stone Cold's era.
Right.
So it didn't really develop until the John Cena era.
John Cena is the first, like, your first example of WWE wanted to push a guy, but the fans are trained not to like anything.
Think about it.
WWE does.
They started booing Bret Hart too over Stone Cold.
When they were,
That's
yeah,
right.
And Bret Hart was over. I mean, they cheered him over Hulk Hogan.
Think about
saying,
this.
you know, also was supposed to be your heel, and people were cheering him.
Undertaker was supposed to be your hero. Look, Hogan was the most pushed guy I've ever seen in wrestling. Like, I've watched wrestling for 30 plus years. Hogan is the most over guy I've ever seen pushed. But then the Undertaker came in and was supposed to be a heel, and the fans freaking loved it.
Oh, the fans fell in love with the character for one.
Not really, because his character really was nothing in the beginning.
Personally hated Undertaker when he first came in.
The Undertaker's original character was to be literally a walking dead zombie. He was supposed to no-sell every move he was hit with. Just like we talked about earlier. He was just supposed to no-sell
But look what
everything.
it's grown into now.
But that's because he's been allowed to
Yeah,
put
he's-
more of himself into his character. He's allowed to be athletic now. He's allowed to do moves. Back in the day, he was told to get hit and just act like nothing happened.
But it's still, my whole point is it's still gravitated toward fans.
I
People
honestly
still fell in
don't
love
know
with
how
the character.
Undertaker how his character took off, because he really wasn't liked when he first came out.
I thought he was boring.
He really couldn't.
I've always been an Undertaker
like I
fan.
said, he really couldn't move. Well, he could move, but they didn't allow him to.
His character just evolved
So
with
I
time.
don't know how
Like,
he actually ever made it.
through every generation, he would add more into his character, more into his gimmick. He would do different things. But he stated he hated the Ministry of Darkness gimmick.
Speaking of
I hate it too.
involving, speaking of involving, we had Dean Ambrose actually get a hit in on Triple H.
Oh yeah, let's all celebrate.
Hit him with the dirty
Come on, Reverend,
deeds.
lead us in prayer.
Why are we doing a prayer?
All right, bow your heads, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
not bowing my head to anything. Why are we praying?
We're going to pray for Dean Ambrose.
Why are we praying for Dean Ambrose?
That's your boy
My boy what?
can improve on something.
Improve? You better improve your face.
He got a hit on Triple H.
Mike, you the last person at this table
I
to tell
know.
me to improve my face.
This boy
He got a hit. He got a hit on Triple H. Wow. Oh, so he's not taking an ass whooping every single time.
We are not praying at this table.
Well, you're going to fucking need to pray because the dude's career is done after WrestleMania. I'm sorry.
No.
Let them shove him down
And guess
real wrestling fans' throats.
That's what I'm saying.
Let them start comparing him to other guys, and the comparison is going to be way the fuck off.
Okay.
That dude is nowhere near The Rock.
See,
I'm sorry.
This actually goes back to the thing I was just talking about. Do you know why people like Ambrose? Because we are taught to hate everything that WWE pushes. Ambrose is being the guy not being pushed, and that's why they're gravitating towards him.
And now that he is getting pushed, I hate him.
Guess what? And now when he does, and Jeff's right, when he starts getting pushed, people will start comparing him for actually what he is, which is a mid-card level guy at best. I don't know what that means.
It
All right,
means are you
well-
guys going to pray or are we going to get into NXT?
Let's get into NXT.
There's
There's
only
nothing.
one match.
I'm not
What's there to talk
praying.
about?
Well,
Sami
that's because
Zayn-
you don't like NXT.
Wait, no. I'm not saying that. Listen, it was too obvious. It was one match. You know Sami Zayn is going to the main roster, so that automatically means Samoa Joe has to win.
Well, when it was recorded, people didn't know that.
Yeah, it's recorded weeks
But
in
the
advance.
WWE knew it.
Yeah, they did.
So, like I said, after watching Raw, you already knew that Samoa Joe was winning.
Overall, is this a good match? 2 out of 3 falls.
I liked it.
Zayn versus Joe.
I wouldn't give it a 5-star. I might give it a 4. Might.
I'm not the biggest Samoa Joe
Like
fan,
he
so-
said, the predictability kind of took away from the match. Like I was just expecting him to lose the whole time. So I'd give it maybe like a 3.5, 3.5. It was a good match.
Let me ask you, if it was 2 out of 3 falls, what do you think the highlight of the match was?
Probably when, honestly, I think when he did the Muscle Buster, because I haven't seen it in a while. I guess because of the Tyson Kidd incident, and he got the first pinfall against Sami. I think that was probably the shining moment. Because honestly, at that point, I didn't know it was a 2 out of 3 falls. Man, I thought he just lost. I was like, oh shit,
2 out of
that
3
was quick. You know what I mean? Then yeah, I mean,
2 out of 3 falls don't happen much anymore.
and honestly, that's honestly when the match picked up for me. Because it was slow at first. Like
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was
think it
dragging.
was fantastic.
It was
That's why,
dragging.
you know what I mean? They're two good workers. I'm not going to take anything away from them. Maybe they were tired. Maybe Sami Zayn was like, all right, I'm going to the main roster. Let me not give everything to it.
Samoa Joe's just not that good.
But did you
neither,
think
so.
the match was up to their like how they used to do in Ring of Honor with each other?
Oh, fuck no. Well, for one, WWE don't let you do the moves that you used to be able to do on the indies.
I mean, that's true.
They are limited. So, I mean, like, all right, I give NXT maybe a 3 just because it was only one match. And that's pretty much all I can say about it.
Now-
Speaking of Sami Zayn, we had Smackdown coming up with Sami Zayn, Neville, Owens, and The Miz. And then Miz TV. segment. Yep.
Well, anything with the Miz is good because unlike AJ Styles and the rest of Finn Balor's, he has talent. He can talk on a mic.
Oh, you.
I'm gonna make this quick. I like the segment. I like the Sami Zayn build up. I like the fact that they're trying to make this some kind of intercontinental, maybe ladder match again. I like that they're putting all this different talent into it, but at the same time, is it going to be too predictable?
I would rather see. I mean, I like the fact there's going to be a lot of talent at ladder match, but I would pay to see just Zayn and Owens in a match for the title.
I like it too.
Do you think Zayn's momentum can withstand the time? Because I've seen it over and over. These guys get brought up, fans love it. 2 weeks later, fans aren't even doing anything. It's popcorn time.
Well, let me ask you. Either way they go into this Intercontinental thing, who do you think needs to come out of Mania with the belt?
Kevin Owens?
Probably Owens.
Depends on who they put in it.
Let's say it's just Owens versus Zayn.
Owens versus Zayn, I think the best move would be for Sami Zayn to win it.
Makes sense.
Because if Owens just wins, that's it.
Sami Zayn's
They done wrestled twice.
Yeah.
He's done beating them twice. Mm-hmm. What's the point?
Well, either way you look at it, it's going to hurt somebody because it's both their first WrestleManias.
It would build Kevin Owens as a better heel.
Yeah.
If Sami Zayn wins, it would build a better story. Now Kevin Owens just isn't the big bully who beat up his friend.
That's not true. You can make it to where Kevin Owens wins and Sami Zayn still looks good. He's a heel, like Mike said. Kevin Owens, all he has to do is cheat.
Yeah, it's true.
That's the way to give him the win, not make it clean, and still make Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens watchable again.
Now, let me ask you this. What if they do the ladder match with Neville, Zayn, Owens, Miz?
I think AJ Styles should take it.
You think AJ Styles
If it's a ladder match, it should be AJ Styles.
But you don't think they're going to go with AJ versus Jericho?
I don't. I think that they're building these contemporary feuds because why would they build Neville up to feud Kevin Owens if he's not going to be in the match?
Well, I don't know.
You get what I'm saying? And then they put The Miz in the mix, so now he's in the mix. Then you already know The Miz already has beef with AJ Styles because of...
And Jericho
for the past few weeks. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind another ladder match. Like you said, I would like to see Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn because Ring of Honor matches were fucking pretty good. Mm-hmm. But... basically, that's all I got to say about it. Let's move on to the next match.
All right, then we had R-Truth, Goldust, bathroom segment.
No, the next match was Sami Zayn, Neville versus Miz and Kevin Owens.
Yeah, Miz TV went to the tag match.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we already talked about
We
that.
didn't talk about the match yet.
Oh,
You didn't talk about no match.
You ain't paying attention.
Boy.
Why you can't mediate?
I know you didn't say a prayer.
You
but
can't do a lot
yeah.
of things, Mike.
He's always
You're going in on me
shit.
today. You're not very holy today. Me and you, we got to go to confession after
All right,
this.
man.
We ain't going. I'm not Catholic.
Good tag
for
team
one.
match.
Well, it's
I
in a
like
dark
that
alley.
Owens.
So, do we still have drama between these two, by the way?
Nope.
Nadia called back.
Did she?
Yeah.
Here we go.
And probably cussed his ass out too.
Anyway,
She said, "Where's F-Word at?"
why she sound
that
like
fake
a
French-
why she
He
sound
picked the
Down
phone up
syndrome?
because he thought it was Kelsey.
Because we was in a back alley and she
Back
fell
Kelsey?
and hit her head.
Anyway, I hope she's not listening because you were a fat bitch. But anyway, yeah. So the tag team match was pretty good. Evan Owens walked off, gave Sami Zayn a good, strong win on SmackDown. Great, nothing more to say about it. I liked it. You guys like it?
Yep.
I liked it.
Like I know Dale didn't like it. I'm just gonna move past him. He hates them 6-foot motherfuckers. Man.
Now we go
Whatever.
into R-Truth and Goldust in the bathroom
The
segment.
Miz was good.
It was funny. I mean, yeah, it's
not-
like you said. It's Booker T-esque. It's already. It's still
hilarious.
funny. I like it. I like both of them.
Well, next we got a rematch from Raw, Brie and Summer.
And we
Brie
got
gets
to
win
see
this time.
Lana
Lana
again.
on the announce
Lana
table,
on that
man.
announce table, boy.
And
That
we
was
got to
sexy
see
as
Brie
fuck.
Bella lose. I love it.
Brie Bella
Fuck
won.
you, fuck we go.
You and your
here we
hate.
go.
Hating
Yes.
on fucking
Yes,
that
I'm hating on
the
sexy
Bella
Puerto
twins.
Rican man.
Yes, I'm hating on the Bella Twins.
She's hot and she's improved. I don't know what the problem is.
I'm
So,
the president
Who
of
would
the
you
Bella
want to
Twins
win,
hater
Brie
club.
or Lana?
Lana.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We all want Lana to win.
What if she can't? What if, wait, whoa. What if she can't wrestle?
Then get somebody else in there
Oh,
who
I'm
can.
pretty sure she probably can't wrestle, but does it matter?
But isn't that his big problem with the girls? Is,
I don't know.
she
I bet you
can't
if
wrestle?
Kofi Kingston was in that match.
Well, why? Because he's black Mike. You're
No,
racist.
because you like guys that jump around the ring. Why you got to turn in the race?
Look how defensive he got. Look how his voice went.
Anyway, so Jericho explains his actions next, and he burns the fucking. And Stone Cold was right. Jericho has lost his touch. Well, that promo was good, but I was waiting for him to just say shit that I was waiting. Like I was just sitting there. I'm like, all right, he's about to do it now. He's about to do it, and then he just never really delivered that Jericho fucking promo, man. I was like, what?
Do you think it's toned down because the rating he was in back then to now?
I think it's just age. Honestly.
Really?
Age
I
with
don't
his
think it's
promo?
his age.
The delivery,
with his
though.
ring skill, yeah, but with his promo.
Just I'm just solely talking about the delivery of his promo was not Jericho-esque.
It wasn't. Actually, I haven't thought it was been
But
Jericho-esque in a while.
do you think he's being scripted now, and that could be it, or
I mean, it may come into play.
Well, if that's the fucking case, stop coming back because I'm tired of seeing you get script.
I think burning the shirt was a attitude. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty.
Yeah,
Oh,
but we seen
He's
that.
gone for like years, by the way.
so he kind of did what Paul Heyman and CM Punk did to The Rock. Let me
I know.
burn the thing.
You know, I'm not a fan of the burning shit.
But I liked it. It was good. It was a good promo. Good build up. Like, all right, let's go.
Oh, we got the League of Nations. They took on the Lucha Dragons, and they're trying to build the League of
I'm
Nations
glad
up.
I'm glad the Lucha Dragons lost. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Whatever though.
What, midgets against real wrestlers? Yeah.
Wade Barrett got a win. Clap, clap, clap.
It might be the
Fucking
last time you ever see him
fantastic.
again.
But yeah, I like it.
The original Sin Cara is better than this Sin Cara. I know he botched a lot.
No.
But
The
it was
original
his
Sin Cara
style.
didn't botch. It was the styles.
Right.
The WWE didn't have any wrestlers that could wrestle with his style.
Now, the main event sucked in my opinion. I hate the fact that the Wyatt family lost going in against Brock Lesnar.
You're talking about Ambrose, Ziggler, and the Usos.
Well,
defeating
And the
Wyatt
fact
family.
that fucking dude got the win.
Isn't that what the Wyatt family does? Isn't that what they do? They just lose to everybody?
This is on a side note here, but they had a live event last night, and Luke Harper lost to Brock Lesnar.
Why was Luke Harper even in a
They,
ring
it
with
said
Brock
the
Lesnar?
review said it was a tag match or something, or a handicap match, and Wyatt just stayed on the apron.
They're wasting Brock Lesnar. I can't, man, whatever.
So, the overall SmackDown was pretty good. 3.8 in my opinion.
I'll give it a 3.5. It was good.
They
I
had
give
the
it a
best
3.
announced team.
I give it a
so
3.4.
Best announced
Yeah,
team.
I wasn't sold on the what's his. Fuck, I keep forgetting his fucking name.
Mauro.
I wasn't sold on him at
Are you
first.
kidding
but
me? I
no,
love that.
now
You
I'm
wasn't sold on him
I'm-
on first?
Will you let me talk?
He doesn't like change.
I wasn't sold on.
Oh, he does. Oh,
That's what it is.
I wasn't
there we
sold.
go.
I was not sold on him at first, but now I'm pretty sold
It's
on
probably
him.
because you don't watch MMA and boxing. If you watched it, you would be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe when he took the job."
I think what really
about New
sold me
Japan
on him
Wrestling?
now is the fact that he gets
Yep.
he's more into his like you say delivery and stuff than Cole and all them is.
I mean, I'm not going to talk about Cole right now.
Get him,
but
Jack.
Here's the truth is he's basically what JR was, but JR didn't listen. So when he's mediating everything with the social media and all that shit in his ear, he's the yes man. JR wasn't the yes man.
that's
JR.
exactly
JR.
right.
Yeah.
So that's why Cole. If you go listen to his old shit, Cole could sell a match. He just now it's just terrible. I can't help it.
you-
JBL's trial. Fucking get me started with that guy.
Do you
God.
think they need to bring back the coal mine?
He was a good heel. I don't know why everybody hated on him. He was a
And
good heel.
Just so everybody knows, Michael Cole was undefeated at WrestleMania.
Still is.
That's what the problem with this booking is right now.
All right,
currently
man.
in WWE.
So let's talk about a couple of rumors for this week. Cesaro supposedly coming back before WrestleMania. I would fucking love it.
But I don't think it's gonna
I
happen.
don't
But
think it's happening.
he has
I don't
no
think it's
build up.
happening.
Who is he going to wrestle? What are they going to do? Put him in the ladder match right after an injury?
Do you think he could make a surprise appearance in that Andre the Giant Battle Royal and win it again?
I don't think he's winning anything else again, honestly.
You just need they need
Vince
to put him.
hates him. So
I don't know why the fuck he's so fucking talented and he gets wasted.
Flair offered to manage him, and everybody already compared him to Flair in the first place, or not compared.
I was ready to say I
Not
don't
compare him
see
to Flair.
Not compare.
Compared him, Flair?
Not compare, but to put him with Flair.
Cesaro has a very distinct European style of wrestling.
yeah.
My words were a little gibberish.
If you think about guys that you can compare him to, I would say Dean Malenko. I would say Luthez. I mean, the uppercuts alone that pretty much nobody does but Randy Orton are fucking like I like him. Cesaro should be champion. I don't care.
I like the comparisons. That's about what his style is. I think you put him in there with Nakamura, and they can have a hell of a hard style match, man.
You could put him in there with anybody that
And
you
it'd be a
want.
5-star match.
I don't know about 5-star every match. There's guys you're gonna fucking look bad.
But
with.
see, the thing is, I don't know if the WWE can allow their talents to shine like that because, like, I'm kind of interested in what they're going to do with Nakamura because Nakamura is the king of the hard style.
Is he coming straight to the main roster?
No, he's going to do one in NXT. But the thing is, his style does not mesh with WWE style. He's so technical. Like, he's phenomenal at it.
Maybe they brought him in for that reason, to bring in this heavy
Who the fuck
technical
you going to
style.
have to work with him?
Well, there was an article out that WWE is rating a lot of Mexican and Japanese
I
talent.
mean, like you said, Nakamura. Who's he going to work with? I mean, there's rumors of what's his name, Shinzuki or Kazuchiki
Kazuchika
Okada.
Okada.
I don't know. I
Now
can't
that
pronounce
dude,
his name. But
that dude could be a star.
I've seen him wrestle, and he's pretty good. Like Do I think he'll rise to be a champion in WWE? Probably not. They'll waste the shit out, just
Well,
like they did Yoshitatsu.
You can't have Asian champions in WWE, so
But
it doesn't matter.
do you think the limit on moves that WWE is going to do is going to hurt them?
It hurts all of them. Like, who doesn't it hurt?
That's
That's why I say guys now that are very finesse and very. The guys that stand out to me are the guys that do different things, and it looks good that they're not even allowed to do. That's why Cesaro stands out to me. That's why Dean Ambrose don't. Dean Ambrose does every basic move you can think of.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Nothing. A little clothesline. I'm not even going to talk about it. It sucks.
Like I said, so
I don't give a fuck what people think. It's stupid. I'd challenge somebody to do the fucking thing and then tell me if they get any fire from it.
That's what I'm saying. So with the limitations on what they can and can't do, you're going to bring in these guys that are super talented, but you're like handcuffing them because A, you don't really have the personnel to work with them, and B, you're not allowing them to be them. I mean, you might be able to put Nakamura in a match with, say, Dolph Ziggler because Ziggler's in-ring talent is pretty good, but you couldn't sell that feud because Nakamura barely speaks English and Ziggler can't talk.
Do you think they would do AJ Styles and Nakamura like they did in Japan?
I mean, that was a pretty good.
Oh,
match,
they could
but
easily do that.
What do you guys think of the whole rumor of John Cena being the guy to interfere in the Hell in a Cell match?
Look, I hate John Cena, but I think it would be good for business.
I don't buy it.
I think it'd be probably the most predictable thing because everybody's expecting it.
I don't buy it because I don't think John Cena is going to turn heel because what's in it for him?
My thing is why? Why would he turn heel against The Undertaker? Why?
And actually, with the way it is now, reality TV and all that, you can't really turn John Cena heel because he's not really a heel. He's not an asshole. He does so much shit for charity. You can't just... You may be... Back in the day, you could flip whoever you want to be heel, who you want to be baby, but Cena's a face.
They really want to do this legend versus legend. They were calling it a match, and they got to find a way to
So you
do
don't have
it.
to. You don't have to make Cena a heel to make it legend.
Well, even if you
The
made
legend versus legend itself sells it.
I don't think John Cena's a legend, though.
Really?
No.
I think he will be.
15-time world
Veteran?
champion.
I will give him veteran.
15-time world
Not legend.
champion.
He's a veteran right now, but
Yeah.
and eventually he will be considered a legend.
He carried the WWE
Eventually-
for 10 plus years.
I don't care who likes him or who don't.
He'll be a Hall of Famer. Let's just say
15-time
what it
champion
is.
says
I'm
enough
not
for of its
denying
own.
he's going to be a Hall of Famer. I'm saying right now he's not a legend.
He is a legend.
Not now.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I don't consider him a legend. Not yet. A
Okay.
legend to me is Ric Flair.
Veteran?
Yeah.
That's a
Yes.
legend.
Yeah.
That's
Luthez.
yeah, but that's a legend who can't wrestle anymore. But these guys were also legends when they wrestled. Like Ric Flair, he was right around his 13th time being world champion. He shouldn't have been champion anymore.
Bullshit.
I
He
wouldn't
shouldn't
go
have
that
been.
far.
It was not that great.
The living legend, Larry Zbyszko.
Let me tell you something. His first match in WWE when he came back after WCW sunk was against The Undertaker.
That was a good match.
And that was a fucking phenomenal match. It's not the fact that he couldn't work anymore. It was the fact that he didn't want to work anymore.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah, was they didn't have Stone Cold? Was they were like, Rick, we need you to do a match?
I don't blame him. Ric Flair, Stone
Flair's
Cold, what's the difference?
Ric Flair's a 5-star match walking, dude. Of course, plug and play. That's what Ric Flair
The
was.
greatest fucking wrestler to ever live. I'm sorry.
He was a
I don't
plug
know
and
why
play,
you
man.
apologizing for. I agree.
I'm sorry. I'm just apologizing to the fucking idiots that don't think so.
Like Triple H said,
I mean, I'm dead serious.
the only time I ever heard Triple H say something that I liked. People make the case that he's the greatest of all time. I want to hear the people trying to make a case against it because honestly, give me somebody or give me a reason how he's not the greatest.
I can tell you the people that'll be against it. It'll be the fucking Mick Foley fans because of what Ric Flair said he didn't respect Mick Foley.
So what? You don't like everybody.
I love Mick Foley.
Him and Foley
No,
are
I'm saying
cool
him
now.
and Foley don't get along.
They
but,
buried the hatchet.
but I'm saying they didn't get along. So what? If Ric Flair didn't like him, so what? You can't. Okay, you're a Mick Foley fan. Mick Foley exceeded all expectations of what he could do. He maximized every little ounce of talent he had to become what he was. But he's more the exception than the rule.
Well, then I can also tell you the Hulk Hogan fans won't like him.
Yeah, I don't care.
I mean, I don't give a fuck either.
Tell me fucking Hogan's good then. Explain to me where Hogan was good. Okay, you know what Hogan was good at?
Talking.
All right.
I read an article the other day, and it was like the 15 worst wrestlers in wrestling history, and Hogan was number one.
Well,
well,
Now, if the article or the video you watched
I
or
don't
whatever
know.
it was,
It was an article.
Giant Gonzalez.
Giant
was-
Gonzalez.
the great Khali.
Well, I was
Great
getting
Khali.
Khali was number two,
Khali-
but Gonzalez wasn't on the list.
Yeah. Great Gonzalez, Khali.
How's John Gonzalez not on that list?
I don't know.
How the fuck was the Giant Gonzalez? What?
You know the Giant Gonzalez is the asterisk on Undertaker's streak because he won by disqualification.
Yeah, and he's like the asterisk of, well, how the hell did this guy ever
In like his big ass
ever
man
get
suit.
into WrestleMania?
He has this big ass man suit with hair all over it. It's ridiculous.
Anyway, all right. So, if not John Cena, who do you guys think is going to interfere?
Oh, who? You
Somebody
think?
has to.
Who you
Sting.
think? Sting.
The Mean Street Posse.
The mediocre icon.
The Mean Street Posse.
No, I think it's gonna be Cena.
It's the mediocre icon.
I mean, there's a lot more rumors, like I said, Goldberg, Angle, but I don't think it's gonna be Goldberg.
it ain't gonna be Goldberg, and it
Angle's
wouldn't
in
be Angle.
Dallas.
It wouldn't make sense for Angle.
All right.
Yeah.
Cena's the only one that makes sense.
No.
No, that
The
doesn't make
mediocre
sense.
icon makes sense.
Sting is not gonna wrestle again. Sting is, like you said, here become.
It's
How
a
many
year.
times? How many
It's
times?
a year. You have a year in between. And
Do you
from
think
then
he's gonna
to
come
then.
back?
How many
So-
times? Let me get this straight. How many times have we heard? How many countless times have I heard Undertaker? People tell me, "Oh, Undertaker's never coming back. He got this injury. Oh, Undertaker's never come back. It's done for
wasn't
him."
his neck
oh,
at 60
Undertaker's
years
this-
old?
Yeah.
Nobody's ever told me that.
And do you
I've never
honestly?
heard that either. But
I've always heard he's got a year to recover. He's good.
First off, the Undertaker isn't 60 years old.
He's like
second.
50.
It wasn't a major neck injury.
I mean, if Kurt Angle wrestled with a bad neck,
How about
Do you
somebody
know
explain
how
to me how
a slow the
Sting
match
is
would
getting
be?
to the WWE Hall of Fame anyway?
So
Isn't he
It's
like
in his contract.
Isn't he like 2-2 in the WWE?
I thought
he's
he had to
0-2
win. I
before
didn't think
that.
he had to win.
Oh, he's 1-2. He had
What,
a tag team
match?
win.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's
He had a
right.
tag
That doesn't
team.
count as
So
a single.
How exactly is he getting in the WWE
That's an
Hall of
asterisk.
Fame?
It's in his contract.
I have no clue.
Any-
WCW. That's it.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
shouldn't he be in the a different Hall of Fame?
So wait. So you guys. So basically, we're 50-50 right now. 50-50 Sting. 50-50 John Cena.
Right.
So I think John Cena. I don't think Sting at all. I think Sting's done.
think
He's
Sting's
not
gonna be
getting,
done.
he's not coming out to that
Well,
ring.
he's already going to be there, so
The lights are gonna go out and come on or be there in his wheelchair.
Yep.
But speaking of the Hall of
That's
Fame,
disrespectful to
do you
say.
know they're gonna break ground? They're gonna start building a Hall of Fame in Orlando at Universal Studios.
So I want to bring up something before we move on to the off the road segment, because I don't know if you guys heard the video, but apparently Hulk Hogan was in court and he said that he did not have a 10-inch dick. Hulk Hogan
had
a
a
10-inch dick.
Then the prosecutor goes, "I'm sorry, Mr. Boulay, what was that? Well, I never said I had a 10-inch penis. Hulk Hogan has a
Had a
10-inch
10-inch.
penis."
this boy's off the
And
chain.
then the prosecutor's like, okay.
where do you go from there if you're the prosecutor?
What
Okay.
exactly?
What do you say to that? What's your rebuttal
like,
to that?
I'm confused on what he was in court for.
For
His dick size?
No,
or
it was something with the sex tape or
The
something.
sex tape
He
Gawker put
recorded,
out.
yeah.
Okay, moving on. Let's go. Let's do it.
And speaking of people eating their words, Conor
Eating what
McGregor.
words?
Conor McGregor.
My
Hold on.
God,
Hold
these
on.
fucking McGregor haters, man.
I'm not a
Hold on, you know
McGregor
what?
hater.
I don't even want to
I'm
hear.
not
You know
a
what?
You know,
Here, let me go on. You know what?
Conor
Let
McGregor
me get
lost
mine
to
in.
Nick
That
Diaz.
Misha Tate is-
ropes.
That Misha Tate is hot.
Let me.
by the way.
Oh my gosh, she's butt ugly.
I don't think she's ugly.
Here's my thing to all you freaking Conor McGregor haters.
Haters.
First off, the motherfucker went up 2 goddamn weight classes, which is 25 fucking pounds in 12 days.
25.
You told me that was the
12
worst thing he
days.
could have done.
I exactly. I said that before he even thought that was a terrible idea. Second, he went against Nate Diaz.
Wasn't? I thought it was Nick.
First
thought it
off,
was Nick.
No, it was Nate Diaz.
It was Nate Diaz. Okay.
The Diaz brothers are famous for their stand up and famous for fighting it out. They normally don't even get guys that want to stand up with them. They usually have guys run from them for most of the round. So give Conor credit for freaking standing in there. B, Conor blew his whole wad in like the first round.
He did put a beating on that boy, and he just kept eating it. It was the reach, the efficiency of his, like he said it himself. He was less efficient with his energy than Nick was. He said he was hitting glove most of the time. I mean,
He did.
people are cheering that he lost. Like other fighters, he said it himself. Other fighters are celebrating somebody else's victory.
Like
Why?
First
He's
off,
making everybody fucking rich, and people are pissed off.
and do you know how hated Nate Diaz is?
Nick,
It was
telling
Nate.
you, it was Nick.
It was Nate. Nick is the bigger one.
Somebody get out Google.
Look, let me tell you guys something. Okay, it doesn't matter which one it was. The Diaz brothers are hated like pretty openly. Most people can't stand them, right?
We all hate the guy that talks the most crap.
And Nate
and
Diaz
that
I
and
back.
don't.
the Diaz brothers talk.
You're a
lot
rare
of
breed
shit.
then.
But let me
I
tell
am
you,
not. I will tell you why I'm not a rare breed. Muhammad Ali sold fights. Am I right or am I wrong?
Oh, he sold fights.
People love the fact that people run their fucking mouth. I don't get why people are saying, they hate the guy.
Some people.
They hate the fact that they're not that guy.
Just to clear
That's
this up,
exactly what they hate.
Google says it's Nate Diaz.
Oh, thank you. Because guess who was right again?
Oh, whatever. They're both gay.
The great one's always fucking right. But like,
He's saying that because he got a Rock T-shirt on, a vintage Rock T-shirt on, calling himself the Great One.
Look.
Copyright infringement.
these fighters are celebrating Diaz's win like they won. No matter how they feel about Diaz has bitched out I don't know how many fighters. They all can't stand him. But since Connor's the even more brash than Nate, they're all celebrating that he lost. Let me tell you what, you move up 25 pounds and tell me how good you're going to do.
12 days.
All you damn Conor McGregor haters. Guess what? If there's a 145-pound guy in there, there's no way they take them shots that Conor laid on fucking Nate
Even
Diaz.
155, I'm sorry. 170. 170 is a big story, dude.
On the subject of UFC, Ronda Rousey, can you come put me in a choke?
Why you keep doing that
Why you
shit?
keep doing
If
this,
she
man?
puts you in a
Every
choke, you ain't
Let me
waking
tell
up.
you, it's going to last 6 seconds and you're going to be like,
That's all I ever lasted.
you're gonna be like, did that really just happen?
Did he just say
That's
what I
how my
think he
first
said?
time went.
Well,
and now you know why you
I got something I want to talk
I
about.
always leave the girl with a smile.
Go
This
ahead,
is
man.
this is taken away from the Conor McGregor fight because fuck it, I'm pissed off that he lost, but whatever. I'm still going to watch him
I'm
because
not that pissed off.
he promotes fights.
He's still the champion. I don't care.
Makes
He's
people
still
rich,
champion,
right?
but I hate the fact that all these people are running their mouth. Oh, he's not that good like
he
you thought.
ate his words. He ate his words. Get in there with
Yeah.
fucking Nate Diaz and tell me how well you fucking do.
You know what? He is eating his words with the millions of dollars he made.
and like
$millions
I
of
said,
dollars.
get in there with Nate Diaz and let me tell you. Let's see how you fare.
They can say they don't respect the guy, but guess what they do?
They
respect
watch.
that guy. You know why they respect that guy? Because of the money they just gave that motherfucker.
Now listen. Now I will say this. I do like what Conor McGregor is doing for the sport. What he's
He
doing for the
saved it.
sport is great.
Well,
what he's
I
doing for the
kinda think
sport.
Ronda did it too.
Yeah, you
But-
can't pull it all in.
I mean, all right,
Connor's
Ronda pulled big numbers compared to a lot of guys. So did Brock. But Conor McGregor broke records. There's nobody promoting fights like, and he's willing to fight every 2 months
Yeah, but Ronda changed the whole landscape of MMA.
for women.
Yeah, Dana White literally said he was never going to have a women's division.
Speaking of Ronda Rousey, Holly Holm lost to.
One trick pony.
Look,
She's Antonio Tarver to Roy Jones.
I like Holly
She's
Holm.
Frankie Randall to Julio Cesar Chavez. She's a one-trick pony.
no, listen. I like Holly Holm. I think that for some reason she eased off of Misha Tate. It looks a little fixed to me.
She
You
eased
think it was
off.
planned?
Are you kidding me?
I don't know. I can't
She
make that
has-
argument right now.
She has zero ground game,
I'm talking about just in her striking.
but she has zero ground game. You know why? Because she was scared Misha would take her down and expose what she is, a one-trick pony. If Ronda had came in with the same damn game plan, it would have been about a 30-second fight, and she would have fucking won. But for some reason, which was fixed, because we knew Ronda was taking a break.
Yeah. But listen, I want to talk about something here that actually involves our hometown. What the fuck are the Ravens doing? Like, let's make this short and sweet. Why the fuck is KO not on our team no more?
I can tell you why. We decided at the end of the season when we were way out of fucking playoff contention to decide to move him to goddamn left tackle, which showcased him to the fucking league that he could play left tackle, which took his price range from 6 to 8 to damn 11 and 12, which is something we never could fucking reach. So we have nobody to blame but ourselves. If we keep him at guard, there's still the guess, can he play left tackle? Once we moved him there and he did well, it was fucking over. We
You know
shot
what?
ourselves in the foot.
We're going to give the Ravens another week, and we're going to come back with a real nice discussion
What
about
about
the
the Daryl
Ravens
Smith?
next
Daryl
week.
Smith cut.
Are we gonna make a whole off the ropes about
You know
it?
what? That whole Daryl Smith. I'm gonna be honest about the whole Daryl Smith cut. That was fucking stupid. The best linebacker on our team. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. C.J.
is.
Mosley is not the best linebacker.
CJ Mosley is not the next Ray Lewis, so that argument can stop right there.
He's a great run stopper. He's a great inside blitz guy. He cannot fucking cover a tight end to save his fucking. I don't give
Tight
a fuck.
end, running back. If you fucking name him, he can't cover a damn cold.
But we're going to get more in discussion next week about that. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this show up.
Well, this has been the Ringside Power Hour podcast. Remember, Ringside.
Whoa. No, ringside.
Yeah, you
Power
can't
Hour.
not
What
do
you
that.
doing, Everett?
Our brother forgot. This is the Ringside
There we go.
Power Hour podcast. Remember, check us out on all social media: Facebook, Ringside Power Hour, YouTube, Ringside Power Hour, and on the Instagram. Make sure you follow us on the gram. Ringside Power Hour. And also, make sure you go to the official website, ringsidepowerhour.com.
And when you get to that YouTube page, make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe. We want to know what you think of the show. Let us know. Give us some feedback. Give us some thoughts on what we can improve on and what we can do less of, or what we can do on the show.
And in that case, this has been the Ringside Power Hour.
See ya.
Later.
Until next time, everyone.